The second part of Ash vs Leon in the Masters 8 just aired, and dude, once again, this one was unbelievable. I had a lot of hope for this battle, and once again, like I said, my hopes were absolutely met. I completely adored the strategies in this episode. It felt like both Ash and Leon were at their absolute peak, and that is exactly what you want to see in the biggest battle in the entire world. So, like I always do with videos like this, we'll briefly recap the battle, maybe with a little pause in the middle, you'll see what I mean, before I then give my full in-depth thoughts afterwards. So let's do it. Real quick, the characters who returned in this episode cameoing to watch the battle were Ash's mum, Tracy, Professor Oak alongside Ash's old Pokemon, Karina, Bee and Gherkin together, Cynthia and Diantha together, and Wickstrom too. The start of the battle was Sirfetch'd versus Mr. Rhyme. The two of them clashed their weapons together over and over and over, with Sirfetch'd managing to hit Mr. Rhyme heavily. Sirfetch'd then transformed into a huge fidget spinner with Brutal Swing, but Mr. Rhyme managed to counter it with Expanding Force, causing Sirfetch'd's shield to launch across the battlefield. Mr. Rhyme took the opportunity to hit Sirfetch'd heavily, but then Sirfetch'd managed to use Detect, propelling itself into the air, reaching its shield and blocking another attack, before using an absolute Ash Ketchum strategy, slashing up the floor with Fury Cutter, destroying the psychic terrain on the ground, which would both weaken and slow down Mr. Rhyme's attacks. That was insane, dude. Ash then switched out Sirfetch'd for Lucario, Mega Evolving him immediately. But before we continue, let's take a minute to talk about the sponsor of today's video, Raid Shadow Legends. If you thought that Ash vs Leon was the most epic battle you'd experienced today, then Raid Shadow Legends can offer you endless more. Battle raid bosses, take part in dungeon runs, campaign battles, PvP arena matches, all from the comfort of your own phone. There's over 600 unique champions to choose from. This one is called Tatura Rhymehide. Tatura Rhymehide can be an exceptional defensive damage dealer, which definitely backs up his fierce appearance. Now this dude is a legendary champion known as Calvalax. With that huge green sword, I bet he could even give Sirfetch'd a run for his money as the greatest swordsman. Raid Shadow Legends is currently running a spooky trick-or-treat Halloween promotion where you can win tons of real-life and in-game prizes, including $1,000 Amazon gift cards, and also some of the best epic and legendary Halloween champions too. It's free and super easy. Just download Raid with my link in the video description, then head to trickortreat.plarium.com, which is also linked in the description. From there, just enter your details, spin the wheel, and get your prize. This special event runs from October the 15th to November the 5th, so be fast. So if you haven't started playing Raid yet, then click my link in the video description, or scan my QR code on the screen right now, and you'll get unique bonuses worth $30, including a free epic champion, Vergis, 200k silver, 1 energy refill, 1 XP boost, and 1 ancient shard, so you can summon awesome champions as soon as you get in the game. All of this treasure will be waiting for you right here, and it's really that easy. Just click the link in the video description, and I'll see you all in the game. So let's get back into recapping the battle. Mr. Rhyme began running absolute laps around Ash's Mega Lucario, hitting him over and over and over and over from all different angles. Lucario was exhausted, but he managed to use his aura to predict Mr. Rhyme's movements, then dodging an attack and defeating Mr. Rhyme with a powerful Aura Sphere. Man, I'm so glad we're seeing aura being used in such unique ways. Leon then sent out Dragapult, with Lucario immediately using Bullet Punch. Dragapult then hit Lucario with a huge flamethrower, so Ash returned Lucario for Dracovish. Dragapult hit Dracovish with Dragon Darts, but Dracovish caught one in its mouth. However, as Dragapult hit Dracovish with a Thunderbolt, Dracovish began glowing pink and began learning what I believe to be a Psychic Fangs. I'm not 100% certain, but I think it's Psychic Fangs. Dracovish trapped Dragapult in the Psychic Fangs, and then used the opportunity to use Fishious Rend, but Dragapult began using a Dragon Tail, with Dracovish responding by using Ice Fang, attempting to freeze Dragapult's Dragon Tail to stop it from hitting, but it failed because the Dragon Tail hit anyway, switching Dracovish out for Dragonite. Dragonite countered Dragon Darts with Dragon Dance. That's a lot of dragons, man. And then began battling the Dragon Darts with Dragon Claw too, but then Dragapult managed to Dragon Tail Dragonite, switching her out for Mega Lucario. Mega Lucario countered Thunderbolt with Reversal, but But then Lucario realized that he was paralyzed by the attack. While Lucario was paralyzed, Dragapult took the opportunity to charge up a huge flamethrower, which knocked Lucario out immediately. Lucario is down. Ash sent out Dragonite again, with Dragonite clashing Thunderbolt with Hurricane. Dragonite began using Draco Meteor, which clashed with all of the Dragon Darts. But then, while Dragonite was distracted, Dragapult began launching towards her. But then suddenly, Ash had the genius idea to combine Dragon Dance with Draco Meteor, basically creating a seismic toss. Dragonite grabbed Dragapult and seismic tossed it to the ground, smashing Dragapult heavily into the battlefield, and managing to defeat it. So then Leon sent out a Rillaboom, and the episode ended with Leon revealing to Ash that despite Ash having 4 Pokemon left, and Leon only having 3 Pokemon left, all 4 of Ash's Pokemon have been toyed around with and heavily damaged, whereas all 3 of Leon's final Pokemon are totally undamaged. And that's why the episode ended. So let's talk about my thoughts. I genuinely thought this episode was exceptional. It blows my mind that these battles are going so in depth with the unique and fun strategies from both Ash and Leon's sides. It really feels like peak Diamond and Pearl and peak X and Y, and I love that. One of my favourite moments was Sirfetch'd breaking Psychic Terrain with Fury Cutter, because it reminded me of Ash vs Valerie in X and Y, back when Horlucha broke Trick Room with X Scissor. Both of these strats only worked because Bug-type moves are strong against Psychic-type moves. Plus, that means that Sirfetch'd has now destroyed Stealth Rock versus Cynthia, and Psychic Terrain versus Leon. This legendary duck is not only a Dragon Slayer, but he's also a Battlefield Hazard Slayer. I loved Dragonite finally getting another win, but not just a win, it was a win against the Pokemon who ran laps around Ash's entire team. The Pokemon that even managed to defeat Mega Lucario, the ace of Pokemon Journeys. Plus, Dragonite winning with a Seismic Toss-like attack really felt like Ash's Charizard was back, and I loved that. Losing Mega Lucario so quickly is definitely sad, but honestly I thought it was for the best. It was written in a really believable way, and I'm glad the battle isn't scared of making controversial decisions. Plus, Lucario managed to take down Mr. Rime beforehand, so I don't think Lucario jobbed at all. Speaking of which, I loved Sirfetch'd and Lucario working together again to take down a powerful Pokemon. In the previous battle, Sirfetch'd greatly damaged Cynthia's Lucario so that Lucario could get the win, and now Sirfetch'd greatly damaged Leon's Mr. Rime, so once again Lucario could get the win. This tag team duo are incredible. Leon's strategies were amazing. I absolutely adored his type coverage, designed perfectly to counter Ash's Pokemon. I mean, after all, his Dragapult knew Flamethrower and Thunderbolt. Dragapult in general was such a star, dealing so much damage and using some crazy Dragon Tail strategies. And not just Dragapult, Mr. Rime was incredible too. The way he skated around so effortlessly was so exciting. You knew he was powerful when he was absolutely demolishing Ash's Lucario. Ash may have more Pokemon remaining than Leon, but all of Leon's Pokemon are undamaged, whereas all of Ash's Pokemon are weak and exhausted. So I think this battle is very equal still. The episode title was perfect. Leon truly did toy around with Ash's Pokemon. I really hope we see Sirfetch'd get a big win in the next episode, but I don't mind if he doesn't, since he played a huge part in defeating Mr. Rime in this episode. Either way, I'm so incredibly excited to see the next episode unfold, especially since I'm anticipating loads of companion and rival cameos in the next episode. Let me know your thoughts on part 2 of Ash vs Leon in the comments below. Did you enjoy the battle? Did you think there were fun strategies, good animation? Overall, I thought part 2 was just as strong as part 1 was, which I'm really happy about. If you enjoyed today's review video, I would really appreciate you smashing the thumbs up button and also hitting the subscribe button too. We just managed to hit 80,000 subscribers before Halloween, and I am so grateful for that. Thank you all so much for the support. It really means everything to me. Thank you. I reckon our next goal could be 90,000 subscribers by Christmas Day. So if you want to be incredible and help us hit another amazing goal, then be sure to smash the subscribe button too. So I think that's just about everything in what's probably my longest review video ever, but it was such a good episode, man. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.